Hey friends, welcome back to the studio. I am Karen McKoy, and today we're slapping paint on paper and diving into these true colors that I got from Blick because Blick is no longer going to be carrying their own brand of artist watercolors. I'm going to swatch them, talk about maybe the good, the bad, and maybe some surprising things that I have learned since using them. I've been using them now for 2 weeks. I did another video with these and I had the mute on. So I made sure that we can hear, you can hear all the things. And so we're going to get going. But these are some yummy colors. So if you are in future looking at this video, I do apologize. I'm quite sure Blick is no longer with these, but they did tell us at current time that if you are privy to get some of these and you run out or what have you, they are saying purchase Utrecht, which I've learned that Blick bought Utrecht back in I think 2019. So it was kind of like, why carry our brand when we can do the same, which is comparable, which is Utrecht. So I bought some Utrechts because I wanted to see were they comparable and what were they comparable to in my what I use in my studio. So grab your paintbrush, and if you want to swatch some colors, or if you want to paint along while I'm swatching these, because I want to talk about some of these colors because they're yummy. They are yummy. Now I've already done some mixing, and I believe this yellow is cadmium lemon. I'm going to have to clean it so that I can give you an adequate swatch. And yes, I just took all of that off, but we want to clean it up so it's a true swatch. I could take it and put it on something that's on my desk. How about that? Instead of just putting it in the water. Well, let's draw a lemon. I'll put some lemons on the page. There we go. Look how beautiful that is. That would have been a shame. But this one is mixed up with something. So this isn't the true color of that one. I wanted to clean it up. So it's already mixed with something. I've already been mixing them up and enjoying them. So, but I don't know what color that was mixed with, so I can't tell you. We won't worry about it, but I think everything else is pure clean. Let's try to keep them clean. All right? All right, let me put these back in their house where I housed them. Just want you to see. But I only have 30 colors. There are 60, I want to say a total of 62 colors, I believe it was. So if you are privy to have a Blick in your area, go check it out and see. Because when I tell you the prices of these were, the cadmiums, of course, were in the upper nines, but that's still a good price for cadmiums because they are usually higher. But in price, look, we had $5. Oh no, that wasn't that. I printed out my thing because it was just like, let me be able to talk about it. But for the most part, oh, let's get on the sheet. Yeah, you're looking here. Some of them I got two colors because I know I was going to like them because of the burnt sienna. I love burnt sienna. So burnt sienna, I got two of. Ivory black, I got two of. Lamp black, I got two of. Natural red, I got two of. And again, look, two of those is $5.50. One is $2.87, $3.27. So they are very inexpensive at this time. And excuse me. And even when you go to get Utrecht, if you're in future and you can't get Blick because it's all gone and there's none in your store, what have you. Utrecht is, I've tried them out and they're creamy, yummy, and all the things that I love. So I will link the video that I think I did a Utrecht and I put it up at the time. Um, but I would try to link a video showing me talking about these, or it was on a live. I think that's where it was. So I'll try to link that so you can have that. But I've already, like I said, I had already done a video where I did this. But in the video, and I was talking about things, and after the video was over, I went to put it down, and I realized that it was on mute. So instead of getting rid of that video and doing all the things, I just added music to it and still put it up on my channel. So for those that don't like to hear talking anyway, they get to just see the swatching. But these are the colors. So see with that lemon yellow, it's a little, we got a little bit more, almost, but it's almost. But this one you can see the color, whatever that other color was with it. Okay, so we have 30 colors that we're going to swatch out and name. And this is the wording. I put them on here because normally when I have my cheat sheet like this, I don't do this. But I thought it'd be cute because then I could probably take these off, use them to do something else with them. I don't know. I just thought they were cute. And the stamp, if you want the stamp, this is actually a stamp that I got from Christy Rice. It is swatching stamps. And you can swatch jars, all the things, because, you know, I like to do all the things with mine. I'll link that in the description box below as well. Okay, let's get to swatching. And if I'm gonna apologize now for my dog because she's on the deck, which is outside of my studio. So if you hear Lauren, she is barking at the neighbor dog. All right, this is, where's my pen? I always like something to kind of run this, and this is so small, so it won't work. It might work, but it won't work. I already know it won't work. Oh, there we go. Okay. This one is Bismuth, Bismuth yellow. It is, see, and that's the other thing. I don't have well, I have them here, but I'll have to go through and see what, let's do it. Let's do it, because I want to give you as much information, kind of. I think it's kind of, doesn't matter, because if it's future, you can't get them. But anyways, Bismuth yellow is it's excellent light fast, PY 184. That's what I didn't put on there, was the pigments numbers, but this one is PY 184. And it's, again, I like yellow, is my go-to color. So yellow is my happy color anytime I'm painting. If I start out with a dark color, you're usually going to see yellow come floating with some flowers are going to get slapped on the paper. It's going to be real yummy, which means that I was happy. But that yellow is yummy, yummy, yummy. I feel like I need to, like, I don't want it to be too close, but I don't want it to be too far. And let's see, I think we can drop this down a little bit more so we can really hone in just a little bit, not a lot, because every time I move my hand I don't want it to have to autofocus either. Okay, let's finish. So this color is, like I said, yummy, and I'm putting this on 100% cotton paper, so it is really taking it. I think this is cotton paper. Yes, it is. I'm feeling it. Okay, so that is Bismuth yellow, PY. I could write it down because I would want to know in the future myself. PY 184. Let's just put it PY 184. Now, what I will tell you, so it does help to tell you the things, even though it's Blick. I will say Utrecht watercolors are pretty much about the same that I've noticed for the colors that I have. Now, I don't have the full array of the colors for them. And I also like the fact that this is a grown tube. It's 14 milliliters, so you get a lot of paint. So let's leave that right there because we got that. And the next one is Cadmium Yellow Light. Oh, I like the way these are like, hey, here I am, Cadmium Yellow Light. And the other thing that I liked about this one is Oh, it's kind of settled a little bit, but gotta shake it up. They came, because I'm right outside of Atlanta, so it's not like I don't know where they came from. I was trying to think remember where it was, but I had enough room in here to shake that up. So see how you can shake it back up if you open these in there. Sometimes they're not like they've been through travel. Just sometimes give them a little shake if you got room. This one is mad because I shook it up. But see, look, we got it all over. See, we just made us a little mess. Yes, I did. Oh, let's get that off of there. Wake it up a little bit. Get it off the paper. Okay, let me get going. Okay, this one is, so this one is a cadmium. So you already know about the labels, the warnings, but the light fastness excellent. It's cadmium, zinc, and sulfide. It is PY35, cadmium yellow light, PY35. There's a frog outside my studio. Okay. Now this one. And these are in little pans because I didn't want to put them in big pans. So they're in half size. And so not half pans, but half of a half pan. Maddie told me what size it was. I said I needed to write them down so I can stop saying that. But it's half of a half size. I got them because I be wanting to share paints sometime, and because I get the tubes, and so I felt it was better than a dot. I hate the dots, me personally, but that's just because most of the time I'm gonna try it, and I haven't met a watercolor, a good watercolor that I don't like. So far, so good. Handmaids are my fave. They're number one on my list. And then, of course, you go to all of the other ones. But I am loving this Blick. Blick is like, I didn't know about it. So you see the difference in them two colors already. This is cadmium yellow light. And then I was on Sarah Burns live at the time of this recording. And she was swatching, mixing up some things. I'm going to have fun doing that with this set. I chose to do this set. Okay, we're going with cadmium lemon. Cadmium lemon is next. Let's go and pull all these yellows out because they're going to be up next. So cadmium lemon, which is, why am I opening that? I'm supposed to be talking about what's on there. It is PY35. So, okay, this is the thing that always just kind of, PY35, let's put it down there, PY35. That kind of just like, okay, this is yellow light though, and this is lemon, but they have the same number, right? So there is no other number. It's both of them have PY35. And so I'm gonna have to go down the rabbit hole and be like, both of these are PY35. How do you get the same color? And they're both, so I'm quite sure it's cadmium yellow light. And then this is cadmium lemon, but PY35. So why isn't the color different? But I'll go down that rabbit hole because I ask myself a question. And usually when I ask myself a question in the art world, I need to know. Because when I started doing this years ago, now I can say years ago, I was only trying to really heal from the tragedy of losing my son. I didn't care about all of that stuff. You know, people be talking about light fastness, the opacity. What's that other one? There's another one. I was just like, wait, what? Okay, no problem. Don't care. And I remember my friend, she would always be like, well, make sure it's light fast. And I'd be like, yeah, okay. Because it in your time in your life, it just depends on where you are and what you want to learn. Or if you even want to learn. Like some people just they learned out. I'm just at the place where I'm learning what I want to learn when I want to learn it. Okay, that's my little, in my humble opinion. There we go. But, and also, again, when I look at this one and this one, these two, this one's a little lemony, a little brighter, but these three colors right here. So what we're gonna do is after, and this will probably be another video, depending on how long it take me to do this. If I stop talking and just keep going, I'll probably get it done and can do some of the things. But I want to take these three and see what you get. Probably the next color that's coming up. Well, no, cadmium yellow medium. Cadmium yellow medium is, now see, this one has PY35 and PO20. So O is orange. So it's got some orange in it, which I would have thought that had a little bit. But hey, who am I? Okay, so we got PY35 and PO20. Now, I will say when I started mixing colors, and I think this is why I stopped mixing colors. So Sarah kind of reignited my, let me see, where are we? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me make sure. Yeah. My curiosity. So knowing the pigments and knowing what's in them, when you go to mixing them, you want the color you want. You need to know what's in it. So therefore, when you go to mixing things up, and this is for the learner who wants to learn something. If you don't want to learn, then just don't pay this no attention. Put it in the refrigerator and save it for later. And so when I would take certain colors and be like, but that they said, mix this and you'll get that, and it it didn't come out. And it was always my purples and my reds and my greens. And so once I start going through, YouTube and hearing people say, this is pigment such and such and such, mix this to this and get this. And I was just like, oh, so I needed to know that. Okay, that's pretty. So you can see it got lighter down there. I'm trying to do dark and letting it do its thing. So that's cadmium yellow medium. Now gamboge, which we all know and love, is PY3 and PY42. So PY3, let's just put in 42 because it's both PY. That saved me some writing. 5, 1, 2, 3, 5. That's good. This one I love because I'm a flower girl, so I like mixing some things just to see. And this is one of the ones that usually is an accent color. My flowers, once they dry, it's kind of a topper. So look at that. You see the yellows in it. And this one, I compared Gamboge to Gamboge of Daniel Smith, and they were like, the colors were spot on, even coming out of the pan, waking up. These wake up great. That was another thing. I don't like colors that don't wake up. Okay, so here are the yellows, pretty much. Bismuth yellow, cadmium yellow light, cadmium lemon, cadmium yellow medium, gamboge. And now we're going to do Naples yellow, which is always a color that has been very interesting to me. Always, because it looks beige. But it's, if you're trying to mix peach, mix you up some colors to make peach, or a peachy pink, Naples yellow is the color. And Naples yellow has, oh, there's a lot on the back of this one. Naples yellow has 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, we got some white in here. Well, that will explain why that happened. So it's got PW in it. Okay, let me swatch it and then I'll tell you what's in it. But it had a whole bunch in there. So it's got some yellow in it. Of course, we can see the yellow. I can see the yellow, the white, which makes it lighter. You can see that. It's like mixing wines or trying to taste wines. You can be like, oh, I can taste that. Yep, I drink wine. Okay, so here we have pigment. Okay, natural iron oxide containing manganese, cadmium, salona, whatever, sulfide, cadmium, zinc, sulfide, titanium white, PBR7, PR108, PY35, and PW6-1. Light fastness is very good. And this one is, yep. So this one is series 1. The other ones have been series 3 because, you know, they got cadmium in them. So, which I would have thought this would have been maybe series 2 because it has cadmium. Okay. So Naples Yellow is another one of my faves. So I'm going to put a right there because I like that one and I like the lemon yellow. Now I will tell you in Utrecht, if you don't like the cadmiums and you got away from that, Utrecht has cadmium free. So they'll be cadmium free. And in this one, it's just like it's transparent, it's light fast and one. This one happened to be a cadmium free red light. And it has, look, bismuth vandit, PY 184, PR 254, and PO 73 to make up this red light. But it's cadmium free. So Utrecht has cadmium free. I don't know if Blick Colors ever had because, like I said, I only have 30 and I'm missing about 32 of them because I think there's 60, 62, or 63 colors. All right, let's keep going. We got cadmium yellow deep. Got two Naples yellow, cadmium yellow deep. There it is. And cadmium orange will be next. Cadmium yellow deep is PY35 and PO20. PY35 and PO20. Well, there we go again with that. Cadmium yellow deep is PY35 and PO20. I'm gonna have fun. So we're gonna put this one over here, and then cadmium medium yellow, cadmium medium yellow, cadmium. Where's cadmium medium yellow? Cadmium yellow medium. Because I'm curious. I got something sticky on my hand, which I'm quite sure is some of that gum aerobic or whatever that stuff is called. All right, let's swatch. Get to swatching. Keep swatching. There they go. Cadmium yellow deep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cadmium yellow deep. Interesting. It's just baffles me that you put the two together and the color is totally different. But fun. Okay. Fun. So cadmium yellow deep. Now we're going to do cadmium orange. Go get the swatching. Cadmium orange, which is very beautiful. Very beautiful. I love oranges too. And in cadmium orange, we have a PR 108. Really? PR 108. That's it? Huh. I always wonder who would take watercolors and spray them. Like, is there such a thing that people do that? I thought they had watercolor. I don't know. Let me not. Because I just thought of something. It's like, yeah. I get it. Okay, that one's beautiful too. So what did we say that one was? PR 108. PR 108. Yeah. Okay, put that over there. So that we got one row. There's 30 colors that we're going to be swatching. So if you're still here, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. We have a lot of things that go on over here. We talk about things. We hang out. I got you. But, you know, right now, I don't usually get into the pigments, the opacity, the light fastness, and ratings and all of that. But for these, because they were Blick colors and because they were new in my studio and I hadn't heard a lot about them, I wanted to see for myself. So that's why I went down the rabbit hole with them. And then because someone had asked about the name, so hopefully I have the name that Durwood wanted and was trying to figure it out. But if you are near a Blick and you can get you some, go get you some. Just get you a couple, just to say that you have them, right? That's all. Don't let me enable you though. But if you, and definitely if you are new to watercolors, yeah. This one is, and I might butcher the name of it, but Naphtol, Naphtol red. This one is a series 3. It's a PR 170 and a PR 188. PR 170 and PR 188. Now, if somebody's asking, okay, well, what's the difference in the series? It's what it costs to make the paint. Oh, look at that. Look at what I just did. So it's kind of like if you look at, I might can use that. No, I'm going to just take it off. I could. So series, yeah. So series 1 is usually not that much. Wow. Karen, you just made a buku mess. And y'all are getting the bloops and all the things, because if you know me, you know I don't spend time editing videos. So I made that boo-boo. Just don't do what I do. Talk about the paints, but don't put them over the pan where you can drop them. This one is another one. I'm going to show you some of them. Some of these I've already painted roses and flowers with, and I can tell you they just turned out. They showed out. And when they dry, they're even beautiful, even more vibrant. So for me, slapping paint on paper wasn't, in the beginning, wasn't about knowing all the things. It was just about doing the thing that made me happy, made me find joy. Yup. And there we go. So I can say, if you're in future and you're watching this video and you can't get no Blick watercolors, I can say these are just as good. They're good. They're good. They're good. That's all I'm gonna say. Cadmium red medium, light fastness. Not light fastness, but the PR 108. See, there we are with that again. PR 108. So that's gonna be my next class to myself, is to figure out how can these colors be the same numbers, and somebody's probably answering that question as they look at this. And put it in the chat. Put it in the description box below. Let's all learn together, because I'm quite sure I'll learn it for myself, and I won't think about it, because on my channel that's not so much as what I do, unless somebody asks me, and then I'll pull out the tube, and then if they go any further, I'll be like, hold on, I got to give myself some homework. So yeah, I'll learn a lot for me. But if you already know the answer, put it in the comment section so someone else can read it and they can learn too. Because I feel like learning is an everyday thing. Oh, this one is beautiful. So we're going to put a star there, asterisk there. because that's another one of mine that I love. I love all reds and greens and blues. I do, I do, I do, I do. Look at that, how pretty that is. Mm-hmm. And alizarin crimson, same. I'll have a lot of alizarin crimson in a lot of my other things. And I will tell you, it it didn't disappoint in Blick brand. It didn't disappoint in Utrecht brand. They all remind me of Daniel Smith. Okay, so alizarin crimson is, yeah, we're going in the row 2. I have sometimes checked my cheat sheet. That way I don't have to keep counting. Now, let me put it on there nice and thick up here. And then I'll water it down a little bit. But look how vibrant that is. Yummy, yummy, yummy. There we go. What's that? All right, let's do this. Isn't that pretty? Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. So, I do have in the description box below, there is a freebie that you can grab that I have. So, grab that. But, yeah. And the other thing that I want you to know, Blick is also, like I said, is discontinuing their line. There were 63 colors in total. These, I can say the pigments are very rich. And when I open all of them, that's what I was talking about earlier, is the gum Arabic binder. Like it wasn't a lot to keep it together. Like it didn't do a lot of separation. And I don't know if I just got some good ones. I'm not sure. The opacity and the transparency, which is the question most people ask. I get it. Are they transparent, or like somebody asked me about a watercolor paint being chalky. That was new for me. That was new. I've never had a chalky um, watercolor. So, but most of these colors are transparent, semi-transparent, and they are great for my petals, my watercolor petals, like the cadmium red and the yellow. Lean toward being opaque. But that's why I put them kind of so you can kind of see the yellows. You can really see. But all right, next we got crimson gold, which is a beautiful color. It's a moderate light fastness, but it has PR 83 and PR 101. So let's go PR 83 and PR 101. Oh, I didn't put alizarin on there. My bad. PR 83. PR 83. Okay. All right, so now we're doing Crimson Golden. Crimson Golden is up next. Crimson Golden, which is in the red family still. Because these again, they look so much alike, but once I tell you, once they dry, that's when you're going to see the difference. And I always tell people, when you are using watercolors, give them time to dry. That's when they show up in their best, and they put on their best show when they're dry. Now have fun putting them down when they're wet, but don't judge them too much. Like in their color, like don't judge them too much. Don't judge them. Usually you can tell, like, what are you looking for in a watercolor. Like for me, like I said in the beginning, I wasn't caring about all that. I just want to know, can I slap some paint on some paper? Is it going to bring me joy? I didn't care about how it came out of the tube, as long as it came out of the tube. So yeah. But now I'm a little bit more. I don't use student grade. I don't use the ones that I started out with. I just don't use them anymore. I gave them to my granddaughter because she's learning. So I've learned that I want them to be nice and creamy. And when I put my flowers down, I don't want them doing a whole lot of fussing and fighting. Watercolors do fuss and fight. Okay, Indian red. Let's keep going. Indian red, which is another one that I looked at Indian red compared to Daniel Smith and Utrecht, and the smoothness. I like for my paints to be like butter. Butter on my paper is the bread. This is the spreader of the butter. This is the butter. And I like when I spread it, it's spread like it's hot, like it's butter on hot bread. So that means it's going to spread very, 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 very good. So that's what I be wanting. Oh, I got some dog hair. I'm quite sure that's what it is. Try to keep the dogs out of my studio, but sometimes they just end up in here, especially the puppy. Okay, Indian Red, PR101. PR101. Very, very interesting number. I remember when I did it for the granulating colors, it was interesting then, and it's even more interesting in its own entity. This is Indian Red. So far, we're in all the ones I love for my flowers, so all of these have been used. Let's open that up a little bit. Okay. I'm going to put one there because that's another one of my yummy ones. Put those two over there. All right, next is Quinacridone Red. Again, same thing. Quinacridone Red showed up the same. I put Utrecht and Daniel Smith with quinacridone, and same thing. Great color. PV19 is on this one. Let's put PV19. And if you don't know, V is violet. So PV19. All right, all right, all right, all right. My water's getting watery ugly. Quinacridone is number 4. I like all of the quinacridones. See, that one's a little gummy. So that means when it came out, oh, there we go. So you gotta just add some water to it. Wake it up, wake it up, wake it up. So maybe in here it just needs to be moved around together. I don't like when, again, I don't like when it gets to feeling kind of gummy. So you gotta just wake it up, let it know, hey, you gotta get back with your friends, move over there with your friend. It's time to show out. We got you on stage. But this one makes a good pink for my flowers when I use quinacridone and that lemon, I think it was Naples yellow, when I'm trying to get that soft pink, or magenta. I don't have a magenta with this color, but this is kind of close to it. I mix a little bit of my colors. I don't do a whole lot of mixing, but we're going to get out of that. We're going to get out. Because I buy most of all the colors, it's like, who needs the mix when you got all these colors, right? So there's that. That's good. That's quinacridone red. And moving right along, dioxazine purple. Probably butchered that. PV23. These two will look good together. Pretty. I'm going to have to make sure you get the... Oh, yeah, we're going to have to clean some of that off. That was a lot. I want it to show up for you, because this is a beautiful color. Beautiful color. Remember, I love all the purples. Give me all the purples. I'm going to buy all the purples. I don't necessarily want to mix them up. I want to buy them because I don't have time to be mixing them up. Now, sometimes I'll mix them up with each other. There we go. Pretty, 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 pretty. Okay, look at that. Oh. All right, let's kind of put this up here so you can see the yummy. Look at that purple. Look at those colors. They just pop. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, let's keep scrolling. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I'm going to go probably faster on the other one. I'm not going to put the pigments down because that takes longer, and I didn't want this to be a long. Terra Verde. Terra Verde is my next color. It's in the blues family, blue-green. That's what it looks like to me. Oh, I need a little bit more. Come on, we need to show up. It's a little darker. So Terra Verde. It's another one of those you mix with that yellow. You're going to get a very beautiful color. That's why the mixing would definitely have to come with another video. So if you want that, put it in the comment below. Yes, please. And I will do it because I get in here and I start doing it all for myself. I don't share. I don't even record it. Okay, that's Terra Verde. Now we have Phthalo Green, which the next couple ones will be, this is Phthalo Green, then we'll have Phthalo Yellow Green. The shoe's gonna bark. The man next door has a dog, and even though our house sits on 10 acres, she can smell that dog passing by way out there at the road. It's very interesting. So I think she was the dogs were the one that made me stop trying to edit some videos. I might edit, but for the most part I'm not editing because it's life on the ranch and there's no telling what you might hear, and you're definitely going to hear dogs. All right, that Phthalo Green is leaves, so these two mixed a little bit together gives me my leaf. I'm assuming that they had a what do you call it? Had some more greens. Terra Yellow. And of course, this one gives me no, it has yellow in it. We won't even have to talk about it because it has yellow in the name. So if I was to guess, we know it's a PY something. Maybe a PY20. Maybe. PY3. I had to look. But of course the green has green in it. PG36. But yummy as well. Those are pretty colors. Alright, let's get us some. I like my brush to get clean. Alright, after Phthalo Yellow Green, we have Emerald Green. Makes me think of the Wizard of Oz. The Emerald City. Yummy. I love greens. We're getting ready to go into all of my things. So I know probably they had, I could probably say the other colors that Blick had that I don't have would be more in the green family and the blue family, because those are the ones. Because even now, when I check the website, instead of having 36 or 32 colors or 30 colors, that's what it was, 30 colors. They only have 20 something left at the time of this video, at the time of this recording of this video. So that's emerald green. Now we're going to cobalt turquoise. Turquoise. It's one of those words that I kind of get a little tongue-tied on sometimes. That tongue just don't be wanting to go up there with that Q. To go from that oral to that Q. And I'm a Southern girl too. My tongue says you're asking for a lot. And I say I'm sorry. So we just kind of put it out there. You know what I mean. It's one of my favorite colors. It's in my business color. It's my business brand color, I guess I could say. You would know that by checking out my sometimes I don't have it all the time. All right. So that's cobalt. It's cobalt turquoise. Turquoise. Then we have cobalt blue. Which is very, very pretty. Look at that. Look at that. Slide it down. Oh, that's so pretty. Who says it's a blue Monday? It's just a beautiful blue. Yummy, 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 yummy. Okay. And then we have ultramarine blue, which I was glad that I got ultramarine because I love ultramarine. It's another one of those good mixing colors. And that one's good and woke. It even came out of the tube nice and yummy. And when you put them, like, that's another thing, when you put them in your pans out of the tubes, you get to use them, but when I put them down, when I swatched them originally, I swatched them out of the tubes. So now that I've been using them over the last couple of weeks, I still get to see even more vibrancy than what I had when I first showed you the first sheet I swatched. Okay, so now we're at Delft. This is a color I hadn't heard of. D-E-L-F-T, blue. Delft. But it's an interesting color, pretty color, but I just never had heard of it. But look at it. I don't remember seeing that name in any other brand. Nor did I go down the rabbit hole to find out either. So it's just not one of those colors that I've heard of. And if you have, put it in the chat and say, you know, I have. I'm going to grab it out of the box and see what the colors are. But it's a pretty color. What the color would be. It is a, oh wow, PB 60. Pigment is Endothrone blue. Oh, okay. I've heard of Endothrone blue, but okay, raw sienna. Raw sienna. I love sienna, and so much so that I have a dog named Sienna Grace. I love all of the siennas. Raw sienna, burnt sienna. When I'm getting new colors, I'm going to have them. But I found that they are great mixing colors. And I think, you know, guys, I got the what are those, granulating watercolors, because I like the way they mixed on their own. So that was something else. I went down that rabbit hole to look at the granulations. Um, you know, the granulating watercolors. My favorite brand is Mission. Magello is a Japanese brand. So I got those. I'll link that video below if you want to check that swatch out, because those were fun. I have 35 of those. I figured that was enough. I'll go back when it's time. But right now I have enough. I have Holbein granulating watercolors. And I think those are the only two. Other than Daniel Smith, of course. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, that burnt sienna is so pretty. So the other thing is like, what colors in your life feel permanent? What color do you like? Like out of all the colors that I'm putting down, which one is like grabbing you and just like, oh my goodness, that is a nice color. It's making you want to go. This is English red. Makes you want to go in get your art supplies and find that color, and it's inspiring you to want to pull it out and paint. My colors usually inspire me to want to paint when I see them, and then want to paint flowers because I'm a flower girl. I'm getting into sketching. I'm getting into sketching flowers and trying. You hear the word trying. Trying something new in my life. English red. English red. I can tell you English red. It's right here. It is PR 101 PY 43. Pigment is a synthetic red iron oxide, which I have learned is in a lot of them like that. This is sepia warm. I'm assuming they had a sepia cool, because this one is warm. And this color always reminds me of a brown black. It's my color in the fall for my leaves, and to let my flowers know that we're not making blooming flowers. We're still motivating ourselves through flowers, but we kind of give them a little bit of, it's fall coming or whatever with sepia. Pretty. It's a oh, and the other thing is Utrecht and Blick are a affordable artist grade option, right? With solid pigments, and these, I will tell you, they re-wet very easily, very easily. Okay, we're coming up on our Davies Gray, which is an interesting, beautiful color. I never played around with a gray. I didn't own any gray. I have Payne's gray in my acrylic paints, but not in watercolors. Because when you hear gray, for me, I'm not a landscape person, so flowers, it's just like, what am I going to use with gray? So this gave me some time to really hang out with gray and use it and swatch it and see that, okay, it can be like I've been using it as a kind of like a shadowy in my flowers. So it works. But I think it feels like it has some yellow in it. I thought I was going to be able to pull it right out, but I guess not. Maybe that's it. Nope. Will do. I think there's so many down here, so which one are you? Well, I guess I've lost it. Or it's right here in my face. No. Guess I've lost it. Oh, Davies Gray. I'm looking for a different name. I just saw that. Where did it go? Yeah, there it goes. See, it doesn't look gray. It looked kind of greenish. So that was another thing. but it has one, two, three, four. So that's a series. Oh, that's a one, two. Yeah. So it was an interesting color, but it has some yellow in it. When that popped out when I did it and it dried, because I got to see it on this one. You can see that now that it's dried because it's not going to show you on this one, but you can see the yellow in there and black, and it's a beautiful color. And you can see the ivory black and the lamp black because they're not going to look the way when I put them down on here. They didn't look when I swatched them at first, and then when I went back and saw them, I was just like, oh my goodness, that color showed up very good. Whole lot of pigment. So there's that. And just kind of slap it down there a little bit. Make it kind of look a cutie cutie. And then lamp black is black black. So it's your dark color when you want to make something, your greens. That's the one I take my green. See how dark that is? Take my green and mix it up to make the more olivey color. This is the one that I use. So it is dark, dark, dark. And I thought it was neat. It said lamp black. If you think about a lamp and how dark it is. There we go. All right, guys. There we have it. We have all of the Blick colors. Not all of them. I only had 30 colors. There are a total of 63 colors. So if you are someone that was privy to be able to use Blick colors while they were still selling theirs, I am very pleased with them. And share in the comments if you do scroll through and you're like, oh, I got some Blick colors, I use them. Do share in the comments and let me know maybe some tips and maybe some colors that I don't have. And if you are privy and you watch this, because I'm going to go and publish this video, so that if you do have have a Blick in your area, you can go to Blick and take advantage of the sale because it's like 80% off. These are yummy, and like I'm a card maker too, so this is I think why I really use this is because I can take these and put them on some cards too. All right, guys. So thank you for painting if you were painting, and thank you for learning with me today. If you're on this journey of healing and reclaiming your creativity or just looking for good paint that won't break the bank, Blick is worth exploring, right? Before it disappears. Grab you some before it disappears. All right? So have a great time shopping and painting, slapping paint on paper. And I do appreciate you taking the time to stop and watch my video today. I do appreciate it. Now, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, do subscribe to the channel for more. And hit that like button, the thumbs up. And share this video with someone who maybe haven't seen how pretty these tubes are. And go Blick shopping. Have a great one. Bye.